guys that are out there, and this whole sermon ain't gonna be about guys. You know, we really touching upon prophecy, but as we're reading, the scripture talks about those guys got to be aired out and called out. All right, this ain't just about a macho thing. This ain't nothing to uplift our masculinity by getting on guys. It ain't like we get off spiritually on talking about people. Quite frankly, it'd be beautiful if everybody served the Lord in sincerity, but we know that it's not going to be that way into the kingdom. So in the meantime, we got a job to do, and part of that job is the uncomfortable fashion of having our forehead set hard against other people's foreheads. Okay? And that's what comes with it. You know, it's part of the ministry. All right? Yahushua was put to death on the cross by niggas. Stephen was stoned by niggas. There was always opposition that was there, and it's going to always be opposition that's here pertaining to the doctrine. And that's the reality of it. Okay? And what have we been given commandment to do? Back in Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 3, would say, it is not near, let us build houses, this city is the cause, and we be the flesh. And again, you got people that are going to take the charagma, and you got people that are going to be in that spirit and push that energy out there because they're comfortable here on this side. All right? And verse 4 is the point. It says, therefore prophesy against them. Prophesy, O son of man. So that's an order. All right? Prophesy against them. So as the brother's reading it in Jeremiah 23rd chapter, going into that, it says, they make you vain. Jeremiah is prophesying against them. Would you think back then it was allowed and it was cool, but now in the last days we don't got to do it no more? No, it got to be done more in the last days. Because we at the end. Okay? Was you going to say something about that? No. Okay. Let's finish it. You got the precept, bro.
Jeremiah 23 and verse 16, it says, back in the middle, it says, they make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That word heart goes into your mind. You're like, oh.
Right. You know? That's right. Yeah, like General Yohana of the IGPK, man, years ago, he said, how we gonna get our boots kissed if we don't get the stabbing jab? Because he was pushing it. Yeah, he said that. He was pushing his congregation to get the jump shot, and he tried to use having your boots kissed as motivation and inspiration to want to get the stabbing jab to go out there. He said, how are we going to get our boots licked if we don't get the stabbing jab? Dang, if anything, they could have at least said, how are we going to prophesy the word unless we get it? At least that. Damn, but it shows you that their mindset is not in the heavens. And, you know, vanity is in the forefront of their mind. They make you vain. As the scriptures say, because you got Jake that's there, that's like, come on, General. When they say that, and they hella lit with it. God! You know what I'm saying? Lining up like a mug, get in line to get it. You know what I'm saying? They make you vain, bro. They make you meaningless. You know what it means to be vain? That's like the worst thing you can be is vain, because that means that you serve no purpose. You're just there, because it means empty. So that means that it's vain. So what they're teaching you makes you empty and makes you unprofitable to all existence. Being an Israelite, that's terrible. Go ahead.
At the end of verse 16, Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 16,
yeah,
it says, they speak a vision of their own heart and not of the mouth of Yahweh.
There you go, and it starts with coming out of the scriptures. You know, hey, it's important when you're preaching to revert back to the scriptures, man. All right? Hey, the scriptures talks about it. They said, Isaiah 8, we was already there, it's all good, but if you speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in you. All right, so it's important that you revert back to the scriptures. Now, obviously, yeah, we got the word within us. Yeah, we can recite precepts, but if you ain't going back into the scriptures as your rule and as your guideline, then you're off. Hell, even in Revelation, the 11th chapter, that's the spirit. Let's get it. You know, let's get it. You got it? Okay, while he's looking it up, bring your precept out, Dabba. And you can break it down, bro.
Chapter 3, verse 2. For men should be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud. Yeah, because, you know, these men, you know, they love being proud, love being lovers of their own. And that's what these other camps do, man. They don't speak of Yahweh Bashim outside. That's what they're supposed to do. Right. They're supposed to put all their trust in him, not in your own self. So they going off, you know what I'm saying? They bang, they going off.
What's up, bro? Good night, man. Alright, we do too. That's why we out here. You know? Because it's gonna get better. That's right. But it's gonna get bad before it get better, brother. You know? You said what?
You don't have to get bad.
You don't gotta get.
It doesn't have to get bad.
Oh no, it's gonna get, yeah, go ahead, I'll bring the precept. Well, we say this according, I don't know if you believe in the Bible or not, you know, but according to the Bible, it tells you it's necessary.
I don't think that these are not those times.
What time? What you mean not those times?
These are times for man, man. Everything that's happening, man created this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? The whole sequence of it, bro. Like straight up. You gotta be honest.
Who controls man?
Huh?
Who controls man?
Man, you control through your nos, man.
Well, I'm saying this.
Yeah, with your God spirit, bro.
Yeah, it's God that controls man. There you go. That's the answer right there. So pretty much what we asked in making these statements, you know, because again, you said you subscribe to the Bible, or you know, at least I think you said something along those lines. You believe in the word. Got you. Well, according to the word, it talks about things getting worse before they get better out here.
Okay, but then
And we're gonna bring that out real quick.
But see, prophecy can happen through manifestation from man.
We don't disagree with that. We don't disagree with
So
that.
if man controls that, that means like man is making the social decisions that's happening right now.
And who gave man that decision? Proverbs 21.
But it say man go nowhere without God, bro.
We're gonna come out of the scriptures for you.
It's a growing process, man. You gotta learn, man.
This is how you do it.
Proverbs 21:1.
That's it.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
And the scriptures also say man's goings are of the Lord. So it's pretty much what, hold on, one sec. Well, I got you, one sec, you know. It goes into how the Lord directs man's steps. So everything that we see here, yeah, it is influenced by man. And you got wicked men that's out here that's doing this. One sec, I'm gonna finish up real. I'll let you talk.
Is it man's choice?
I'll let you talk. It's the Heavenly Father's choice. But we have the cognitive ability to give a choice, but that choice that we give really ain't our choice, according to the scriptures. It's the Lord. That's what we're trying to push. That's what we're saying. Absolutely. So what we're saying, what we're saying, I'm gonna just finish my point. I'll let you talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? What we're saying is the Heavenly Father's in control of all of this here. And this is all for his greater purpose. You brought out Romans the 8th chapter earlier to this, brother. Going into the purpose that the Lord has while all these things are happening. And part of his purpose is to bring his glory on the earth. And the only way he's going to be able to do that is bring terror first. Just like he did to ancient Egypt. Let's bring the precepts out.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 28. I can talk after he say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you. And thank you for doing that. A lot of people just blurt out in front. But one thing you're going to notice about us, bro, before we're going to come out of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We come out of the Bible on everything that we say.
I got my sword in my bag.
Bring it out, brother. You know? You got to bring it out, bro. You know?
This is Romans, but I just know it by heart. Go ahead, my bad. It's Romans 8 and 28. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High.
Right.
To them who are called according to his purpose.
Go ahead.
So it says who love the Most High. What you have to do, if you show that you love somebody, you're not only going to respect it, you're going to fear it. This is 1 John 5 and 3. Fear the Lord is his commandments. Let's stay right there. Right? He said to them that love the Most High, you only can show somebody you love him through obedience. You see what I'm saying? No, that's the only way you can show. You can't say that you just love the Most High. You got to love him.
Look at 1 John chapter 5, verse 3.
And you can talk after this.
For this,
Yeah.
we got to come out of the scriptures, bro.
Yeah, we're going to bring out our points in the scriptures, you know.
1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of the Most High,
This is the love of the Most High.
that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous.
Right. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, brother, you got to let us. We're going to let you talk.
You said I can talk while ago, bro.
And we will. We will let you talk. After this verse, after this verse and he brings out his point, you can talk. You know?
Right. So it says them that love the Most High. The only way you can show that you love the Most High is to keep keeping his commandments. Okay? And commandments are written all throughout the first 5 books of the Bible. Okay? From Genesis up until the book of Deuteronomy. Okay? It's telling you all the things that you must do to serve the Most High. That's the only way that you can show that you love him. Let me say it. Go ahead. Man, everything that y'all said was right, bro. I'm not here to be stupid.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give you a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to control your understanding, but I'm trying to ask you to look at it a little deeper.
Better understanding on what?
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
On what?
In man's life, man, relationship with God, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that God gave you the moralistic value that you got to understand that he's there, bro.
We know that.
So by you having that, bro, you know what I'm saying? That means that man, when God blow the spirit in man, that means that man was God-like in the essence of God, man.
Is all men like that?
But God gave man choices, bro. So like, you gotta understand, this is why niggas get caught up on the street, right? This is why you able to say the things of God, because somebody gotta believe something. If you don't, it's gonna be chaos. You know what I'm saying? So God sent people here and in this form.
So what do we say that was in opposition
You know
to
what I'm
that?
saying? All I'm saying is, like,
You say you're trying to get us to understand. What do we say in opposition to that?
this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, the way y'all, the way you giving it to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you coming out the world, right?
Right.
Okay, so, bam, you look at today, like, just say whatever you're going through, that you can analyze it all the way back to Paul. You know, right now, I might be in the belly of my beast. You understand what I'm saying?
I got another question for you too, man. I got you.
But like,
I got another question for you.
On one hand, bro, you got good moralistic values, bro, and you got God in your life, man. You'll be convicted about everything that you do wrong, man.
I got you, but most people out here don't got God in their life. Now I was gonna ask you a question real quick. I see that the Make America Great Again shirt on. You know, and this ain't about Trump. This ain't about Trump or anything, neither. Do you think America? Hold on, let me ask the question. Let me ask the question, brother. Let me ask the question, brother. Please, let me ask the question. All right. So is America gonna be made great again? Do you think? Because you got the shirt on.
The reason why I'm gonna say yeah, bro, is because like 5 generations of my people,
America being made great.
I'm giving you mine. You know what I'm saying? From my grandfather all the way up to my brother, I'm fought for everybody who walking around here in liberty, bro.
So you think America's gonna be made great?
Yeah, man.
But you say
Not
that.
through Trump.
But you said though you a man of the word. Do you know God's design for America?
So
Do you know the
God-
destiny for America?
What is it, bro?
It's gonna be burned.
It's gonna be burned.
It's gonna be burned. That's what the Bible says. You never read that before?
Yeah, it don't say no America's gonna be
It says Babylon's gonna be burned. Of course it's not gonna say.
Babylon, bro.
So where's Babylon? Where's
It's not Babylon,
Where's
bro.
Babylon then? Where's Babylon?
It's 224. You understand me?
Where's Babylon?
So
Where's
the
Babylon?
United States is not confused.
It's very confusing, bro.
What does Babylon mean?
He don't know. And it's okay. It's okay. It's no issue that he don't know that.
If you don't know,
I know. What I'm saying is, why do I have to live by metaphors, bro?
Because the old metaphors are in the scriptures, and our Lord spoke in metaphors. But again, Babylon is designed.
you were in a metaphor with a sweatshirt.
No, man, I'm just giving it up for my country, bro.
Hey, well we gonna read through the destiny. We gonna read through the destiny of America.
We're giving it up for the Lord. I feel, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't great in my life, bro, but I done had some great time, bro. I got a family. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, America's gonna be destroyed according to the Bible. This is Revelation, the 18th chapter, and this is starting from the top of it. And this is another reason why we're out here to teach as well.
So I can really call it against you.
Yeah, Revelation 18 and 1. And I was gonna say, because I'm gonna read it, but what I was gonna say really quick as I'm reading it, because the brother has a Making America Great shirt on again and everything like that. But according to the Bible, we ain't talking down on you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We just saying like according to the Bible, the destiny for America is fire and brimstone. All right. So even in the Bible, America's not gonna be made great again. And that's in the Bible. You know. Hey man, you gonna learn not to love this place, bro. You know. Remember, you was a slave in this place, bro. You still a slave, brother. You know. This is Revelation 18 for you, bro. Hey, if while you leave, just listen to this. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So it's even the Lord's determination that Babylon falls. Now the question, because you said it doesn't say America. So my question is, where is Babylon? What Babylon is that
I
talking
think
about?
Babylon could be in your heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? I
Hold
think Babylon could be in your heart.
Okay,
bro.
well, let me show you according to the
I think
scriptures.
that,
Let me
you
show
know
you
what I'm saying,
where you're wrong at. All right, just to show you. Because it can't be in your heart. Because this is going to a location. I'm going to show you why.
No, I'm going to tell you why it's not. Because, like,
I'm going to jump. Nah, let me.
bro, everything comes in the
Hey, you're wrong, brother. I'm going to show you why. According to the scriptures, I'm going to show you where you err at. All right? That's why you got to bring your word out, bro. That's why you got to put it.
your word.
This is literally what it says. But you can't stop it from being read to push your point. You gotta allow it to be read in order to actually come up with a statement like that, brother. You know? So this is Revelation chapter 18, and this is the characteristics of Babylon. Because this brother said, you know, it's the heart, but right here it's going into a physical place. So this is Revelation chapter 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 10. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 9, and it says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her," the her talking about Babylon. It says, "shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning." So it says the kings and the nations are going to see the smoke of her burning. That's not a metaphor going into the mind of somebody. And you just said you ain't with the metaphors anyway, bro. How you going to use a metaphor to justify it? You just said you ain't with the metaphors, but you just said it was a metaphor. You know what you did, bro. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Hey, man, this is all out of love, man. You got to bring the scriptures out, man. You know?
There's nothing more than the spirit.
Yeah.
The Lord always shows us an example.
Yeah.
Each camp.
That's right. This city is the cause and we be the flesh.
Jake was the love for America.
Yeah.
He got to make America great again. Sure.
God.
Bro, I don't live by metaphors. You got a metaphor in your shirt.
It's a metaphor in your shirt.
Yeah, a very popular one at that.
And then you just brought out a metaphor. We just said it's no, Babylon is the heart. Hold on, man. How you gonna tell us about getting on metaphors, but you just did it? That goes into, and that's why barbershop conversation needs to be destroyed, bro. You know, because that's what it produces. You having to push your own opinion. Mind you, we did give him a platform to speak. There wasn't no ill will against the guy, and we know that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when Jake get to talking, they're so used to getting talk, and not getting corrected and stopped. You know what I'm saying? And but the thing about Jake needs to stop and listen sometimes, bro. Because when you continue to read this here, when you jump to verse 11, it says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her." So you mean to tell me the merchants of the earth, all these kings and everything, gonna weep and mourn? Oh, your mind ain't strong enough, brother. It's gonna get destroyed. You need to do something about it, man. Your mind, brother. You need to do something about it. The king, you got Vladimir Putin that's mad because your mind ain't right, according to that doctrine.
All this talk of goodness and everything. Like, bro, come on, man.
It's the mind.
The Babylon is an integral part for the merchants.
Right.
It's a very important part.
Absolutely.
So when America gets destroyed, guess what? A lot of business stops. Because what? This is that whore that it's talking about. It's not talking about your mind. Nah, bro. Our people's mind is warped.
Right.
Our people, and see, a lot of our people can't think past America, bro.
Right.
You know?
And Jake walked up. Jake don't like to hear the truth and correction, so they just walk off, bro. Like, he didn't understand. I got a little more to this precept, but he didn't understand that this could have perfected him right here. Like was quoted earlier in 2 Timothy 3, the second to the last verse, it says, "All doctrine is given for inspiration, correction, and all that, to make the man perfect in the way." You know what I'm saying? So he done walked away from being perfected, man, and now he left still thinking America's gonna be made great again, even though the scriptures talks about not.
Scared.
Huh?
Scared.
Hey, man, hey, through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So obviously, he don't fear the Lord.
And you believe that.
What gets me is he had his sword. He said, "I keep my sword on me." But you don't live by metaphors. If it was Yahweh Shai on the scene, we know Yahweh Shai spoke in parables often.
Right.
You would have told Yahweh Shai the same thing. I don't live by parables, man.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man. But you just brought out a metaphor.
He was the one that asked Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Yeah.
So the blood's gonna fall on his head. That's right.
Yeah.
Like you want to keep on get that fried chicken. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He thinking about his auntie's meatloaf, class reunions,
His kids.
you know, yeah,
His family.
Yeah, big mom. Hey, bro, we all love our family. We get it, bro. But we in captivity.
Right,
This
right.
shit, bro. We tired of this shit. And
Yeah.
that's the issue. Our people are tired of this, bro. What we was doing earlier, we talked about the forecast earlier, right?
Yeah.
Damn, it's been raining a lot, bro. This place is done, bro. This is done. This is, and Mr. Metaphor there.
Yeah, how you gonna bring out a metaphor talking about we using too many metaphors?
Yeah, bro. Like the I think that brother or this brother said, or he came up and said it. You know the programming, the programming is programmed to love a whore, bro. You're really programmed to love a slut. That's what America is, bro. Everybody is touched it, but you can't let that bitch go.
Hey, I did a sit down with the brother Malak the other day, And within that sit down, I had made a statement, and I'm gonna say it again, bro. It's a losing fight to try to fight against prophecy.
That's right.
It's only a I forget exactly how I said it, but basically it's just gonna be an L at the end of the day, trying to fight against prophecy. And that's what Jake don't understand. And within these scriptures, the word of the Heavenly Father contained in them is prophecy, man. Right?
All right. Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, before we get this epistle started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to our beloved Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, our beloved Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha HaKodash. Double honors as always, the apostles, the elders, and the sincere occupant of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well, who we learn truth from daily, whether you hear forbearing and sincere salutation as always to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, as well as the speckled bird among their number, which are the Hebrew Israelite foreigners scattered among the heathen that look like the heathen. And this is an epistle that I had entitled, Jake will carry a sword but not use it. All right? Or Jake will carry a sword but get no swings in. And as you can see, this epistle came to me through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai after watching the live camp with these brothers right here. All right, and I'm going to put a link of the video in the description box for anybody who may want to see the camp. All right, but right there, you had this Jake, this bug out walk up. All right, and he's wearing a whole Make America Great Again shirt. I guess he part of that niggas for Trump thing. I don't know, but the brothers is out here bringing out the precepts. All right. And, he walks up to the camp. And if I recall correctly, I don't know. Each time mark, I may be getting it wrong in the exact order in which it happened. But one of the points is, one of the things the dude said to the brothers was, oh, yeah, I keep my sword on me. Okay, cool. And then he also says he don't live by metaphors once the brothers start bringing out precepts. And it doesn't line up with what he wants to hear. So, just like one of the brothers said at the camp, at the DC camp one time, he asked a question during camp, and he said, so for you Christians, are you reading your Bible, or is it just sitting there collecting dust? Okay. Now let me get this first precept I have right here. This is going to be the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3. And I'm going to give verse 16, and it reads, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Now let me get this word profitable right here. Okay.
Strong's G 5624. Ophelimas. Ophelimas.
Ophelimas. Outline of biblical usage. Profitable. Okay. Strong's definitions. Ophelimas. Helpful or serviceable, i.e. advantageous. Okay. But Jake's problem is Jake got so bugged out by being up under Esau Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of, the self-proclaimed so-called white man who's not actually white. That's another one of his lies. He's the red Hebrew Edomite, and the devil that the Bible speaks of, and the wicked with the capital W that the Bible also speaks of. By being up under this carnal and profane individual Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, and he only understands carnality, but he doesn't get the spirit. Jake, the 2/3 of Jake has become the same way. The only thing advantageous for Jake is what they can see. They don't have no faith in the Lord. That's why Yahweh Shai Shai is not dealing with them, man. Yahweh Shai Shai is going to destroy 2/3 of our people because they don't want to walk in the spirit. They don't want to learn the lesson of this captivity, which is we went off. Yahweh Shai Shai got tired of our shit, And now, under this grace period, all you got to do is have faith in His only begotten Son, and rehearse the righteous acts. Endure to the end that you might be saved. Give diligence to make your call and election sure. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Study to show thyself approved. Jake don't want to do that. Jake got a bunch of excuses when it comes to the scriptures, man. Jake will say, I keep a sword on me. And that's another thing. Like the brother said, barbershop talk needs to be destroyed. And that reminds me of an epistle I did a while back, where I said, don't turn the truth into barbershop talk. Because look what happens in the barbershop, man. Just like any conversation amongst niggas, man. Any of these worldly conversations. It's nothing wrong with talking about, like, things you like, if it's sports and stuff like that. But use this word is not abusing it. Jake don't have it. When you turn something into barbershop talk, there's no limits. There's no cutoff limit for folly. You just speak in circles. Like, this is another reason I don't like being around Jake too much, man. Or for real, Jake, 2/3 of Jake and Heathen, I don't like being around him because a conversation will go in circles. Like, for me, it feels like paint drying. I'd rather be doing the work. I'd rather be studying. I'd rather, fellowship with Akim or something like that. But you listen to Jake, 2/3 of Jake, as well as these heathens speak, and it's like, damn, it's like they really speaking about nothing. As if it's something. Like, Jake will hold a Bible, like dude in this video, as if it's a fashion statement. Like, bro, what the hell? Like, no, it's for you to read so you can get the fountains of living waters, man, so you can have a chance at salvation. But like they said, Jake worried about auntie's cornbread and family get-togethers and all this other stuff. Jake don't keep their eyes on the prize, man, which is why Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. Let me see. Khan. The Wadi Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, starting at verse 25. And the subtext says, discipleship tested. And it reads, and there went great multitudes with him. And he turned and said unto them, red letter, Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach speaking, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. If any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. All right. And that's the thing right there. Jake, he showed right there where his intentions was, man. And that's the beauty of these scriptures. Hebrews 4:12. The word is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. And Jake, anybody can get cut by the word, man. Salakia. Anybody can get cut by the word. Once the brothers started bringing out the precepts, and even not as hard as they could have, they just brought out a few precepts. And based on the precepts and based on what this dude was saying, they asked him these questions and his intentions started to come out. Jake will hear the precepts perfectly fine physically, but their spirit won't resonate with it because you're going to cut them. You're going to bring out the intentions of like, okay, why? Like, what do you think Babylon is? I think Babylon is in your mind. Like, huh? Like, bro, I understand. Yeah, that dude, he had plenty of confusion in his mind. But no, Babylon is talking about a physical place. And that's why the brothers asked him, what does Babylon mean? It means confusion by mixing in Hebrew. Babal, confusion by mixing. Okay? And what is America? And how, you see all the characteristics America has that's shown without a shadow of a doubt that that's what Babylon is. And I believe at this point now, through the preaching of the gospel, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai, pouring his Rachak Wadash on the apostles, the elders, and the sincere argument of great millstone, and those on down to teach the likewise doctrine. Now it's got to a point where if you type in what is Babylon the Great in a Google search, it'll tell you that it's America. Because as much as Esau wants to lie, there's no other place that fits that description. There's no other place that all of the nations on the earth have drinking of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The fornication being all these weird philosophies that Babylon pushes out and that these other nations are complicit with. As long as they can make their money, as long as they can send they damn people over here to make money and go back home and send money back home to their homelands and shit, they don't care. These heathen only started caring once Babylon the Great started to inconvenience them. That's why Elam, the so-called East Indian, was talking crap about how the Edomites have no leg to stand on as far as talking about morality after what they did to the so-called blacks in America. Man, Elam don't give a damn about Judah. Elam don't care about any of the Israelites. Elam mentioned that because on their little UN, whatever the hell that was, I don't recall exactly what it was, but it was one of those like UN type settings or whatever where I guess once again Esau's in everybody's business because he needed to keep it at home, like the scripture says. And Elon wasn't having it. Then you got goofy ass Kamala Harris trying to go over to Uganda and get, those Hamites over there to capitulate with the with the alphabet crap, and they said, no, we ain't with that. And she threatened to cut off aid. And they like, fuck you, bitch, I don't need your aid. The hell? You trying to give somebody the other A word? Nah. But, you know, it might be a high chance that, like, you know, it's a bunch of Jakes over there, too, more than likely, which is why they really wasn't with that. But, yeah, end of the day, you know, even though we know the history of the Hamites, you know, the actual Hamites and how they was into freakisms and stuff, too, because Esau learned a lot of that stuff from Ham. But the point is, Esau, he runs the nation Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots and abominations. All right, so all these wicked things that have always been done in the earth, Esau expounds upon it. So it's kind of like just anything. Like, you know, there's some Jakes that's so wicked. There's some wicked Jakes that rob banks, and then you got Jakes that take it a step further and they rob banks and they rob houses with women in them and little children and stuff like that. Then the Jake that only robs banks will say, hey man, you taking it too far. They both robbers, but this Jake is feel like the Jake that robs mothers and children is taking it too far. Now, it's kind of funny because that's kind of the correlation between the wicked and the other heathen nations. The wicked, the sons of the wicked is the Edomites. The sons of men are the heathen nations. You know, the other 16 nations that aren't Edomites, but they're still heathen. So Elam, the so-called East Indians and Persians, the Hamites, the so-called Africans today, the Japhites, you know, which would be your Polynesians and Samoans and Picts and stuff like that. And then you got the other ones like the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, the Moabites, so-called Chinese, Ammonites, so-called Japanese, the Syrians, or the so-called Syrians, which, you know, come from Aram, so forth and so on. All the nations that's not Israelites, you know, that's their whole correlation. It's like, all right, the heathen would be the robbers that just rob banks, and the Edomites would be the robbers that rob banks and houses with little children in them. And it was all fine and dandy when they was eating together. But now that the heat is coming down on the other heathen because of what Esau's doing, because they dealing with economic problems and all these other stuff that's going on. Now all of a sudden it's too much, you know. But yeah, man, the point is, back to dude Salakia for the segue. Jake is just goofy, bro. Like, there's no other way of putting it. Jake is just goofy. And let me go ahead and get another preset. Like, you know, Jake don't understand that if you really want to prosper, get out of the damn apartment mentality. And what I mean is, Jake spent so long in poverty that Jake has become complacent. Jake doesn't understand that this is not really life. Just because you get a break here and there doesn't mean that this is any way to live. You shouldn't have to have Esau involved in your everyday goings just to live, man. You talking about a damn apartment or a house in Babylon the Great, or even a mansion in Babylon the Great. That's not shit when the whole world is supposed to be yours. You don't need to be checking in. You're not supposed to be checking in with the heathen, the bases of men, the wicked, just to be able to travel from country to country with a damn passport, or drive around a driver's license, or doing all this just to get an apartment or a house and credit check this. Like, what? But that's why Elder Apostle Tahar, the blood of Elder Apostle Tahar, once said you could buy a nigga cheap. This Jake will sit right here and lie on the scriptures just because he's comfortable in Babylon. He just won't admit it. He just won't admit that he's a complicit slave. He just won't admit that Esau threw his ass a pork chop and he jumped up in the air like a dog and caught that motherfucker. And now he's happy here. All right, man. Jake is through, and this is why the scriptures get into you can't love the world, man. If you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. Let me go ahead and get that. All right. Con. This is the book of James, chapter 4. I'm going to start off at verse 3, and it reads, Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that they may consume it upon your lust. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. All right. Verse 5, do you think the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy? But he hath given more grace. Wherefore he saith, the Most High resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So, verse 7, submit yourselves therefore to the Most High, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Okay? Verse 8, draw nigh to the Most High, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Okay? Verse 9, be afflicted, and mourn, and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Yeah, and it's Jake right here, man. He was double-minded. Okay? You got to resist the devil, man, because one of the brothers, I think he posted he did a community post with a quote by Marcus Aurelius, and it was talking about how comfort is one of the worst addictions. And Jake is so bugged out. It's like Jake has become comfortable being a slave, man. This is why these Edomites, probably like those Temanites, you know, those Edomites that took over Germany and they want to call themselves German nowadays, or maybe it was an Amalekite, I don't remember. This is why those Edomites on the plantation, they started to get other Edomites from over in you know, those quote unquote European countries to come over here and help them better wrangle up, you know, better have control of the slaves using psychological warfare and stuff like that. You know, and this is why they basically gave them the idea of free the body but keep the mind, so to speak. So once physical slavery was atrocious under the Edomites, okay, it was so atrocious that once the physical slavery stopped, Jake was just happy to have some illusion of physical autonomy, but they didn't get any deeper. They didn't really start to like cleanse their mind of the pollution and the trauma that came with chattel slavery. And you know, ultimately it's prophecy. It's the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. But the elect woke up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, through the Rakak Wadash, and are returning back unto him, realizing that we can't love this world if we really want autonomy. We can't sit right here and, you know, be friends of the world. All right. And right here, verse 4 lets it be known. Whosoever is a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. So you got to ask yourself, would you rather be an enemy of the Most High, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, and be utterly destroyed? Or would you rather be an enemy to this so-called fucking devil who the Lord's going to deliver over to you as a servant, as a slave? Because that's his destiny. Like, what you really want? Are you that scared? Or, like, what is it? If you lacking in courage, pray to Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. If you lacking in wisdom, pray to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, that gives to all men liberally. But don't sit right here and try to make up. Don't try to lie about a breakdown, talk about I believe Babylon's in your mind. No, you got confusion in your fucking mind, yeah. But that's not Babylon the Great. You know? And you can see how the spirit, when Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is not dealing with a Jake, how he'll skate around answering the important questions or receiving the answers. This is why the brothers asked him, what does Babylon mean? And this is why when you get into the Hebrew, things get a lot more simpler. If I tell you Egypt, you're just going to think, oh, okay, that place over in Northeast Africa with the pyramids. But if I tell you Montezarium, you can understand why the scriptures on countless occasions and countless passages tell you, I, the Lord your God, have freed you out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. It's telling you right there what Egypt truly means in Hebrew. Egypt is a Greek word that just means land of the burnt people. That's not saying much. You know? All nations on the planet were swarthy except for Esau. That's not saying much. Some more darker than others, but still, it's not saying much. Montezarium gets into the spirit of that nation and what that means, which is double straits, double bondage, because they had the chosen people of the Heavenly Father in bondage. If you get into what Babylon means, you know, it may just sound like something that you hear frequently in a lot of Benjamite songs, you know, but even then, those Benjamites, they would, you know, the spirit was on them on some level where they was talking about Babylon going down. Babylon in Hebrew, Babal, it means confusion by mixing. And what gets mixed here in America? All these different ideologies and philosophies, man. Woman over the man. Or either or. It's like everything goes. Nothing's definite here, man. This is why even the English language is a damn stumbling block. You got 3 different ways to say the same word. You got letters within the word that's silent. And you got words that mean that but don't mean this sometimes. And it means that today, but it don't mean that tomorrow. All types of fucking confusion, man. But let me get this other precept right here. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 8. And I'm going to give verse 20. And it reads, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, is because there is no light in them. And that's why the brothers kept telling this dude, like, all right, you know, you claim that you keep your sword on you, Jake. Speak according to the scriptures. They telling you what's coming out of the scriptures. You keep saying, well, you know, that's your opinion. Nigga, it's not his opinion. He's reading out of the scriptures right there in your face. And you talking about that's his opinion. No, nigga, you're scared of the reality that America's going to be destroyed. If you was moving in righteousness, you would rejoice about this like the brothers do. And you would understand, yeah, we got some persecution, we got some tribulation, we got a hard, tight, narrow passage to squeeze through. But like the beloved Elder Yahshua said, it's tight, but it's right. Because right now, this loosey-goosey time you having inside this harlot known as Babylon the Great, you know, this whore that's riding upon the beast, it's loose. But you're not the only dude that's inside of her. And she's killing you slowly. And she's going to get you really deleted when Yahweh Shemiel Shai makes his grand return. When he sends Yahweh Shai back, cracks open those clouds, and he starts deleting 2/3 of our people along with the heathen, man. It's not going to be pretty. And even before then, you got the race riots, you got the civil wars about to break out, women going to be ravished, dudes going to be scared like women in that day if they ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Shemiel Shai dealing with them. Come on now. It's not a game, Jake. It really is not a game. Let me get that precept. The water Yahweh Shemiel Shai. All right, this is the book of Sirach, better known as Ecclesiastes, chapter 32, verse 17. And it reads, a sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his own will. And that's exactly what that Jake did, man. The brothers, they were very clear and very transparent. All right, there was no excuses. You know, like a lot of these weak ass simp Jakes get on the internet and got no works talking about all you Hebrew Israelites do is yell at people. Look, man, first off, you was probably looking at another camp. And second, just shut up. But you can see right here, the brothers was perfectly transparent, spoke to him in a respectable enough, you know, tone. They had enough of an exchange, asked questions, he answered questions, and they asked questions. But if it went on a little too long, then somebody would have to interject and cut that short and then get back on topic. And even then, dude made an excuse like, oh, yeah, no, America, like when they said America's going to be burnt, you know, before they said that, he's getting into all this other bull crap about his grandfather and all this. Like, bro, or it's whatever the hell he was talking about. Bro, that don't got nothing to do with the fact that this place is slated to be destroyed because the Lord says so. You claim to follow the Lord. You claim that you keep your sword on you, blah, 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 blah. Jake just say shit because it sounds cool, man. Now, yeah, we understand that the word of the Heavenly Father is indeed a two-edged sword, but Jake, 2/3 of Jake say that, and it's just it's a platitude. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like, what the hell? Let me go ahead and get that precept. It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12. Okay. And it reads, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Verse 13, neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and opened unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Okay? So this is making it clear that with the word, with the proper use of the Holy Bible, with the proper use of the Holy Scriptures, the law, statutes, and commandments and precepts that are in the Holy Scriptures, you can see who's sincere and who's on bullshit, man. And for those of you that's weak or just soft emotionally, that should help you understand why certain brothers may come off very austere and very gruff. Because first off, Yahweh Shemiel Shai, our Lord, is an austere man. The Heavenly Father is an austere man, and his Son who comes in his image is an austere man. So it should be no marvel that the servants, the sons that he's adopted unto himself, come in that same spirit. And then two, the austerity just grows even more when you got to keep dealing with damn idiots all the time. When you got to deal with weak, effeminate disgraces to your nation all the time. We understand it's not going to be the most funnest time. It's not going to be a complete cakewalk. Because the scripture says through much tribulation we shall enter the kingdom of heaven. But just like anything else Jake want to do, if you want to be an athlete, you going to fucking spend hours out of your damn hours, days, countless weeks, months training for that, where you might miss time with family just to get that goal. You know, Jake may learn the stock market and trading and Forex and all that other stuff just to get that, just to reach that goal of attaining more money and getting more hoes and shit like that. You know, Jake may bust out a 100-hour work week for Esau just to get ahead on bills or just to whatever it may be. Have that same energy with Yahweh Shai Shai, man. You can't walk around thinking because you holding the Bible, you straight. You ain't put in no work. You ain't studied to show yourself approved. You know what I'm saying? You ain't make full proof of your ministry. You don't got a street ministry, but you think you did straight. I got my sword on me. Yeah, you got your sword on you, but you ain't never took no part of no basic training. You a soldier that ain't never did no basic training for Yahweh Shai Shai. Like, what the hell? Let me see something. 2 Timothy chapter 2. And come on, that works. 2 Timothy chapter 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. And it reads, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust they shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. All right. So, man. Verse 4, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, and endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. Okay? Now, I'm not saying this dude had any particular teacher that taught him this, because, you know, he didn't mention anything about who he learned it from. He's just probably some random Jake that just lost in the sauce. But the point of this precept is there are these wayward ass doctrines just floating around in the ether, you know, because somebody has to teach these things. The information has to come from somewhere. But the main point is, even if the information doesn't come from somewhere, Jake is just going to go off of whatever dumbass imagination they have in their head, you know. And right there, he didn't want to heed sound doctrine. It's sound doctrine to let you know, hey, look, metaphorically, yes, America is called Babylon the Great. But that's because it carries the spirit of the original Babylon, and it expounded upon that. That's the only thing metaphorical about it. And the fact that it's not actually in Iraq like the original Babylon. But other than that, no, that's the only thing metaphorical about it. If he would have listened and shut the hell up and start being emotional about missing out and not being able to have another nigga cookout, he'd have been all right. You know, but that's how Yahweh Shai shows you who he's accepted and who he's rejected in real time. Because we can say it all day, but, you know, like the brother said at the camp, Yahweh Shai, he always sends you an example. And it's becoming more and more prominent at camp because you start to see that brothers will be doing the work. They'll mention a topic, a precept about, like, let's say a 2/3 that don't want to hear the truth and is afraid of getting rid of this place or coming about this place to enter into the kingdom. And then a Jake like that walks past with a damn make America great again. When the scriptures clearly says this place is going to be leveled. Yahweh Shai himself is going to destroy this place, and that's always been his intentions for this place. So it's not a stretch to say the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, whom the word calls God, never blessed America. He simply gave America, he gave the Edomites, the wicked, a season to run amok, go balls to the walls, to punish the Israelites. Okay. Then after that season was done, Esau is going to be a broken tool that gets tossed into the fire. Simple. That's it. Nothing deep. But Jake makes things too deep instead of just staying one deep. Jake overcomplicates things. This place was never meant to last. Let me see. All right. Rejoice over her, thou, Salakia. Revelation chapter 18, verse 20, and it reads, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her. Verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So right here, this precept in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter, and I'm pretty sure the brother, he pulled out Revelation chapter 1. So like Revelation chapter 18, verse 1, and he also got Revelations 18, verses 9 to 10. And then dude had walked away. But Revelations, the book is literally telling you what it is. Revelations, it's revealing something to you. All right, it's revealing major end time prophecy to you. Babylon the Great, which is indeed America, is going to be destroyed because the Lord has spoken it. And your feelings is not going to upset prophecy. Okay? So that's all I have for this lesson right here. Wait, no, Salaki, that's not. I just remembered. There we go. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, starting at verse 7. And this is red letters, so is Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach speaking once more. And it reads, Ye hypocrites, well did Esaias prophesy of you, saying, This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And your heart is your mind. In Hebrew, that's Lob. And you heard what that dude was saying, well, I think Babylon is in your heart. What the fuck are you talking? Shut up. No. It's a physical place, man. It's a metaphorical name for a physical place. Okay? Verse 9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. And that was a commandment of men saying, oh, make America great again. You got that from a damn Edomite, bro. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. But this is how through Jake is without Yahweh Bash me outside. This is why black culture is no culture. You go with the flow. Once nigga culture runs out, then you hop on whatever the fuck else you can hop on. You still got a little bit of nigga culture, but now you believe in Trump. When it used to be the main thing about being a nigga was, okay, we're gonna vote Democrat because they're not as bad to us as the Republican. Like just dumb shit. And now it's getting so bad, you know. Niggas still not making strategic decisions when it comes to this voting shit. And voting is a waste of time, man. Right wing or left wing, it's still the same decrepit ass bird. They're doing the same thing. One is overt, one is covert. That's it. But anyway, Jake is just so bugged out, man. It's like now they're not even strategic anymore. Now it's just like, okay, well, let's just go with the Republicans since it's a better option than Biden. So if the Lord didn't put the spirit on these devils to put Biden up there to do dumb crap, you still be voting fucking Democrat, even though the Democrats have never really benefited you. But Jake think we don't need Yahweh Bash me shot. But Jake think we can just keep on walking around with a Bible like it's a fashion statement. But that's all I have for this epistle. Hopefully this lesson was edifying to the elected of the nation of Israel, to the hopeful elected of the nation of Israel. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to our beloved Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, our beloved Lord and Savior, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Recha HaKodash. Double honors as always to the apostles, the elders, and the sincere occupant of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well, who we learn the truth from daily, whether you're here for bear, and a sincere salutation is always to the hopeful elected of the nation of Israel, as well as the speckled bird among their number, which are the Hebrews of life foreigners scattered among the heathen that look like the heathen. Kwam Yasharala and the Baba Ball. We almost out of here, Adawan Ratazah, and we got next Adawan Ratazah. Shema, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad. Shabbat Shalom.